Hey guys, Kayla here. It's always been really important for me to use my platform not to create division, but to elevate and unite women, Black women specifically. So I prepared a letter and would like to share it with you today. Dear Black girl, they may call you a traitor for falling in love. You'll hope the ones closest will protect you, but you will quickly find out that people don't protect what they don't value. They'll say you're too much, too provocative, too boisterous, too outspoken, and in the same breath tell you that you're not enough, not successful enough, not wholesome enough, maybe not even intelligent enough. They'll say you deserve the backlash and embarrassment. Because of your Blackness, you should have known better. They'll even try to tie your value to your net worth. But Black girl, please remember your value lies elsewhere. Your value is deep within your heart, the way you love, the way you give. Your value is in your resilience, your willingness to forgive, the way you protect what means most to you, even if it hurts you along the way, and the way you stand up for what means most to you, even though they may not ever do the same. But Black girl, respectfully, let me stop you there because you don't have to participate in this tumultuous, often one-sided journey. Preserve your heart. Even when they try to quantify your character and test your boundaries, you do not have to engage. You do not have to respond because there is power in your silence. And you can use that same power to silence the noise and the self-doubt. Silence the voices within that want you to give in to this demoralizing and antiquated narrative. Tap into that power. Because I know, girl, the rage of the world is loud. But Black girl, your God is louder, and your tribe is stronger. Your blood runs deeper and is filled with strength, and when you finally find the strength to speak your truth, it is your voice that will help heal. Because Black girl, let me tell you, you're not in this alone. And even though sometimes I too ask, why me? I'm reminded that this isn't just about me. This isn't just my story, a singular experience. My truth, trauma, and vulnerability is a relatable part of the human experience. I know I'm not alone, and I want to make sure that you know you aren't either. On days where I feel most inadequate, I have to remind myself that I am, have been, and will always be more than enough. Look, we love, we hurt, we heal, but always remember that your story is yours to tell. And you never know whose life it may touch because there is so much power in community and connection. So, dear Black girl, when the world gets dark and times get hard, when you feel like your back is against the wall and your hands are tied like nobody knows or understands what it takes to be you, remember that you are a part of something way bigger. This is only a small chapter in your story. And if you need help, there are resources like therapy, prayer, and community to help you make it through. But most importantly, I want you to remember that you are loved, you are valued, you are allowed to take up space, you deserve protection, and your feelings, they matter too. Solely because you're a Black girl. Sincerely, a Black girl.
This was very well done, and I'm really glad to see Black women, young Black women, standing in their truth and their strength and not allowing other people to shame them for the choices that they make. When I first saw this, I thought she was talking to white people because I know white people have been harassing her on social media. And so I thought she was responding to what they were doing one of the Michelle Obamas, when they go low, we go high. But if you deal with white people on the level that I have dealt with them, you know that you can't go low. You have to go high. Because if you go to low, they will go lower. And you can't go lower than them. So you really do have to make a decision to leave it alone or go high. So I thought she was responding to the backlash she was getting from white people because she dared to date this white man who really is just a regular jock. You know, Travis Kelce is just an average white football player. I mean, I think he's an outstanding football player, but he wouldn't be a big deal if he hadn't dated this black girl and then went to the white girl. I think white people are making a big deal out of whatever he's got going with Taylor Swift is because I think they want Taylor Swift to get somewhere and settle down with a white man because she's dating all over the globe. And I noticed that black men have been saying things about Travis Kelce leveling up with Taylor Swift, but they haven't said anything about her body count. And I just decided to Google the men that she had dated, and they said it was 9. So if the internet knows about 9 men she's dated, there are at least 9 more that you don't even know about. Nobody's telling all of their business. But I think white people would like to see Taylor Swift in a solid relationship with a white American man. And I think that Kayla Nicole is trying to move on in a classy and dignified way. In doing so, she cut some ties. She was following Patrick and Brittany Mahomes. He is the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, which is Travis Kelce's team. They were supposedly friends, although I can't imagine what she would have had in common with those two because he seems very immature off the field. And Brittany Mahomes and Patrick's brother, the antics they carry on at the games shows that Brittany Mahomes is immature too. But anyway, Kayla Nicole unfollowed them on Instagram. And of course, everybody tried to make a big deal out of that. But what else was she going to do? She's no longer in a relationship with Travis Kelce. And then Brittany Mahomes is getting and grinning up to Taylor Swift. So that was the only sensible thing to do. Kayla Nicole seems to be operating in reality. She is accepting that she was involved in a high-profile relationship that ended. So she is the topic of discussion for many people. And when you throw race into something, that really gins up the interest. So all of a sudden, people are interested. And it was very savvy of her to use this particular platform to express herself. And she was on point. Her look was exquisite, just stunning. Her hair and makeup were impeccable. She was dressed appropriately, laid back, casual, and she had complete control over herself and her emotions. She didn't play the victim, neither did she point the finger at anybody, even as she expressed disappointment, but also confidence in herself as a black woman. I like the way she kept saying black girl because she was drawing her audience in. And by doing so, she was compelling you to listen to her story, to listen to what she had to say. And not once did she say anything about black men. And I thought that was something to note. She didn't try to blame anything on black men, even though a few of them have tried to embarrass her on social media. And it may be more than a few, but I've heard a few. She didn't say anything about white men or white women, the white people who've been saying all these nasty things to her. She didn't do any of that. She just calmly and coolly said what she wanted to say to black girls. But she referenced the issues that young black women have today. She repeated a lot of the things that black women are saying about black men. They don't protect. And she says she realizes that you don't protect what you don't value. She also referenced the fact that people are saying that she got what she deserved because she should have known better. And that is better than to fall in love with a white man. So I thought she covered all of the bases, and that's when I realized she's talking to black people. And when I read the comments under the video, I realized that somebody else is thinking like I do. At Jairus9027 said, she is speaking to all the backlash she received from the black community. Black men specifically have been bullying her online and saying degrading things about her for dating Travis. Her letter was to other black women who see her going through it online. That's all. Okay. I still think that it is tempting in 2023 for young black people to see the world as they would like for it to be instead of as it really is. America is still America. And she's a California girl, so she grew up in California, and Californians are different than people who grew up in the South. I think that everybody in California is mixed or dates mixed or something like that. Even one of my aunts who moved from Alabama and moved to California stayed gone for a long time and came back to Alabama with some my aunts, my mother's sisters, saying, where she get those white children from? But it turns out she had been dating a Mexican man. So they all sort of kind of mixed in, so they don't see it quite the same. And so you have to have a wake-up call like this, or like Meghan Markle, who also grew up in California. They really think the world is a lot more liberal than what it is. But anyway, she realizes that I'm a black girl, this is the country I live in, and I'm going to stand on my dignity, and I'm going to do this with class. I'm going to address this, but I still believe she was talking to black people. I think she reached her audience, and there's one thing that we black Americans will have to accept at some point. We are not a monolith. We don't all think the same. We don't all feel the same about the same things. So we have to give each other a little room to be you, to be who you are. Now I'm going to make a bold prediction here. Kayla Nicole will be fine. She is beautiful. She is intelligent. And she is navigating a failed interracial relationship with class. America loves that. America loves it when black people have a situation and don't show anger or hostility or start screaming racism. America loves that. And I'm talking about white America, the ones who control the purse strings. So she will get more sponsorships. This video alone got 167,000 likes in a day. So I'm sure she monetized it. And she's going to be on TV. She'll probably be on a reality show if she wants to be. She'll be on the cover of magazines if she wants to be. Because let's face it, we probably wouldn't even know who Kayla Nicole was if she hadn't dated Travis Kelce. And Travis Kelce, as long as he's with Taylor Swift, they're going to drag her into it. So then she'll be able to do more videos that she can monetize and make more money, because she's keeping it positive. She's keeping it classy. She's taking Michelle Obama's advice. She's going high. And the more she goes high, the more the public will embrace her. I wish Kayla Nicole the best. I can't wait to see what she does next. But I know it's going to be dynamic, and I believe that she will be successful. I am a supporter of the Black American family, and I would like to see black men and black women succeed and thrive together. The way forward is not beating up on each other. It's not blaming each other for your failures, or I like white women because black women aren't this, or I like white men because black men aren't this. If you want to go out and date somebody and marry somebody else, that's fine. But always be in a position to wish your own people the best. That is how I see it. And that is why I think it's especially important that in this video she addressed black girls. Because she is a black girl. No matter what happens out in the world, she's going to be a black girl or a black woman. And I do like what she said when she said there is power in community and connection, and your God is louder and your tribe is stronger. I received her message in the spirit that I believe she meant it, and I again wish her the best in all of her future endeavors. Thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the video. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.